Blast from the Past, Batman Arkham Asylum, the remastered version. I mean, this game still holds up. Arkham City is still the best, obviously. I already wrapped up Batman Arkham Origins last week. Check that out on the YouTube channel, Talkative Carl. Last year, around October, I wrapped up the walkthrough for Batman Arkham Knight. So now, I'm going to hop on to Arkham Asylum, then afterwards, wrap up Batman games with the best one, Arkham City. So I will be doing these one at a time, so let's, get started. Wish it was snowing, because I love Batman games when it's snow. I love autosave and fast travel. There's no fast travel in this one, unfortunately, because you're on an island. Unlike with Arkham Origins, where you can just get to your bat plane and zip on to parts. And the gangbusters, so it was so good.
I've got a bomb. Huh? All right. Love what you've done with the place.
That's Warden Shop to you. Bowles!
Yo, Frankie! How's the wife and kids? You miss me?
Shut it, clown!
A lot of people here really want to talk to you.
Really? I don't mind walking. Not so tight, boys. You'll crease the suit.
Get that filthy degenerate out of here.
Warden, something's not right. I'm going with him. Is Commissioner Gordon here yet?
Yes, sir. He's waiting for you down at patient handover. Got here just before you.
Sharpie loves his cameras. Hey, Sharpie, you getting my good side? Ah, but heck, they're all good, aren't they?
Off the vibration.
Look at all this new security. How's the guy supposed to break out of here?
New patient in the intensive treatment lobby. All non-essential staff to vacate the area.
Oh, it's always nice to return to my sweet little hacienda. what? I prefer the good old cavity search. Much more personal.
I want Joker searched again.
It's not the patient. It's...
Ooh, would you sneak in with your bats? Come on, tell me. Batarangs, bat claws, ooh, bat smacks.
Scan is green on Joker.
Open the gate. Get him out of there.
I want weapons on him at all times. Not let him out of your sight.
There'll be time enough for you later, Cash. Speaking of time, tick-tock. Is that a crocodile I hear? What's up, Doc? Pencil me in for tomorrow at 4. We got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, he's clear.
Hello, new patient. This is Quincy Shop.
Ooh, it's my favorite show. I'm Warden Idiot. You'll never escape.
Nation's premier psychiatric evaluation and rehabilitation center for the criminally insane. Situated on a small island.
Hear about Black Gate, boss?
Shut up! No, catch you soon, boss.
Shut it and keep moving.
The state of the wiring in these federal facilities is, well, it's shocking. My boys over there could have been hurt in that unfortunate fire.
Just gotta check your prisoner, Officer Bowles.
Whatever, just be quick.
Only following procedure. Well, patient seems to be in satisfactory condition. Looks like he suffered minor lacerations, probably in the last 2 hours. There seems to be...
Need to take my temperature? I'd be happy to drop my pants.
He's all yours. Get him out of here.
He's good. Get the door open.
Alert in intensive treatment. Category 9 patient in transit. Pacification system active. Shoot to kill permissions granted.
You heard the lady. We got another psycho on the way.
Can you smell the excitement in the air? No? Must have been one of the guards then. Croc, old boy! Is that you?
Get ready. Keep your weapons trained on it at all times.
What's it doing?
I've got your scent, Batman. I will hunt you
Get
down.
that animal under control!
A toy collar won't stop me from killing you, Batman. I'll rip you apart, eat your bones.
That reminds me, I really need to get me some new shoes.
Okay, move up. Hold tight.
How come they let Batman pass security?
Whee! Great night for a party!
Not where you're going.
The night is young, Bats. I still have a trick or two up my sleeve. I mean, don't you think it's a little bit funny how a fire at Blackgate caused hundreds of my crew to be moved here?
I thought I told you to stay quiet.
Oh, Frankie, you really should learn to keep that fat mouth of yours shut. It'll get you into trouble.
Tell me something. You've never let me catch you this easily. What are you really after?
Oh, nothing much. Hundreds dying in pain and fear. All their meaningless lives brought to a horrifying conclusion. All thanks to you and a book of matches. Was that the answer you wanted?
All patients should avoid contact with prisoners from Blackgate Prison Facility. Their presence...
What's he doing? Stay where you are. Get a flashlight. Get a light on him.
What? Don't you trust me?
Our guest has arrived.
Intensive treatment. Lower floors are now at level red alpha.
So, you're back. You killed 3 of my crew and you busted out of here.
Only 3? I'll be sure to try harder next time. What say we aim for 100?
Long night, Jim?
Joker invades City Hall and holds the mayor hostage, leaving it to me to juggle SWAT teams, the media, and you. Yeah, it's been a hell of a night.
Hopefully the last one we'll ever have with him.
Yeah, right.
Hold it there. Sorry, Batman. Arkham staff only.
I assure you, if anyone's qualified, it's...
Listen, I appreciate the assistance, but he'll unsettle the more violent inmates.
I think he's talking about you, Bats. Don't be a stranger. You're always welcome here. Gotta say, it's good to be back.
You okay?
He surrendered almost without a fight. I don't like it.
At least he's back where he belongs.
Get up! Now!
Joker's loose. Alert the warden.
The joke's on you. Ta-da! Honey, I'm home.
Come on in.
Welcome to the madhouse, Batman. I set a trap, and you sprang it gloriously. Now let's get this party started.
Ladies and maniacs, I apologize for this interruption to your regular entertainment. Now, a few seconds ago, I'd seen everyone in the room and then much cartoons. But then, well, you know how I love a captive audience. Just warming you up, Bats. Fresh from Blackgate Correctional Facility, with a combined sentence of 752 years. Ding, 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 ding. It's round 2. Sorry, Bats. Gotta run. I got places to go, people to slay.
The system's jammed. We're stuck in here. Joker's in full control of the security gates.
I'll find a way out. Gordon, try and contact the warden. Let him know what's happened. I'll be back.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Bats. I'm in control of the asylum. You're not going anywhere I don't want you to. Understand?
If you think I'll let you run...
Always with the heroes! I'm getting bored of watching you. Why don't you just come find me?
You know it's a trap.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I mean, this game was pretty much based off one of my favorite Batman comics that I read. It's like an Elseworlds thing called Arkham Asylum, a serious house on serious Earth. And just the inmates took over the asylum. Batman has to go in there and pretty much get everything under control. But in the comics, it was like a deep psychological thing, by Arkham. Amadeus Arkham, who created the asylum in the first place, his descent into madness, and is a good comment to basically show off the parallels and mirror versions of Batman and his villains. It was a very not a lot of people like it mostly because of the art, which I do admit the art is a little uh, not confusing, but it just put too much into one thing. It's hard to you know lay your eyeballs on one thing at a time. It's like splash of colors almost, and very dynamic little sharp uh, paint brushes. One of my favorite villains of all time, the Riddler. With an obsessive compulsive need for attention, Edward Nygma is determined to be the most outlandish of Gotham City's criminals, concocting an elaborate series of clues and riddles around his crimes. Batman has proven a worthy opponent, capable of deducing the Riddler's plans, but Enigma is dedicated to creating a mystery the Dark Knight will not be able to solve in time. Eddie Nashton, aka Edward Nygma. Enigma. Professional criminal, Gotham City, blue eyes, brown hair, 6 feet tall. Appeared in Detective Comics 140. Genius intellect, driven by a need to test his wits against law enforcement by leaving clues to his planned crimes. Compulsive need for attention. The combat is unlike the other games. I mean, because this is the first game, it's a little stiff. The predecessor games were more uh, flowy with its combat. It's kind of like with the old school Resident Evil games. The controls were tanky in those, but it got a little bit better as games went on. Not tanky, but
Joker's been busy. These poor guards never stood a chance.
All patients should take their medication at the
Evan Conroy and Mark Hamill. My God, they are so good.
Warning. Security breach in level B3. Warning. Security breach in level B2. Warning. Security breach in level B. Warning. Security breach in level B1. Warning. Security breach in level B6. Warning.
I mentioned in my Arkham Origins walkthrough that this little the health hood.
Loud and clear. What's up?
Joker's escaped custody. He's running free in Arkham.
Do you need anything? Is my dad still there?
Commissioner Gordon is safe. Joker's not far ahead. I'll stay in contact.
Yeah, I mean, the health hood and level up was good at the time, but man, it was kind of the later versions kind of make it look like a joke almost.
What happened?
Joker happened. You're lucky to be alive.
He must have gone this way. Door's jammed. I'll try and get it open.
We need help in pacification. I repeat, we need backup in pacification. Can anyone hear this?
Can you hear me? I'm with Batman. Hello?
Where are they?
Back down there. Do you need help?
No. I work better alone.
Zaz is free! Oh God, he's got Mike!
Franklin, can you hear me? If you can, help's on the way.
his ass. Kind of a low tier villain, but he's like your classic psychopath. Like, uh, mutilate his victims, and each victim leaves a scar on his own body.
Thank God. It's Zaz. He's got Mike. He's strapped in the chair. Zaz has totally lost it.
Wait here.
You can't. He'll kill Mike if he sees anyone trying to get close.
He won't see me.
I see anything that looks even a little bit like a bat, and this guard dies. Do you hear me? Look at the pig eye.
Kind of like the Electrocutioner, and he can easily be taken down by Batman with no problem. As a matter of fact, the whole I work better alone.
Have another.
How do you explain Robin,
This
Nightwing,
is disgraceful. How
Oracle?
did a patient like Victor get...
A true sociopath, Zaz grew up in a life of ease but nonetheless became a serial killer. Indiscriminate in his prey, body count is the only thing that matters to Zaz. He takes pleasure in arranging the corpses of his victims in lifelike poses before carving a mark for each of his victims into his own body. He is saving an explosive spot for Batman. Sociopath with no regard for human life, no pattern of killing, make him difficult to track, compulsive need to kill others. Of course, we all know how Batman's origin is. When they finally show Oracle in Arkham Origins and Arkham Knight, she looked better in Arkham Origins, to be honest. First appearance, Detective Comics 359. 1967, my god. Yo, an insanely homicidal supervillain, the Joker's white skin, green hair, and blood-red lips uh, belie the chaotic nature underlying his cartoonish appearance. The self-styled clown prince of crime has no superpowers beyond a capacity for incredible violence and a skill at creating deadly mayhem. He frequently concocts elaborate schemes to entrap his arch nemesis, Batman. Real name unknown. Unrepentant homicidal maniac, albeit without a precise psychological diagnosis, surprisingly strong hand-to-hand combatant. His past is unknown. Conflicting, unconfirmed reports state that he was a failed comedian, a petty thief, and a broken family man. Employs various deadly weapons, often based on party gag items. Frequently uses a toxin that stretches the victim's face into a Joker-like grin and causes death. Yeah, I didn't like, the way they made a Joker movie. Even though I admit the movie was good, it was still unnecessary. The Joker should not have an origin. That's what he was pretty much based on. He's a force of nature. Kind of like, I like his there's a not Elseworlds, but there's like a different universe because comics are big on different universes. But DC was like a kind of like a skill at it almost. There's a Earth 3 universe where the morality is flip flop, where evil runs the land and all the typical good guys are evil and the typical bad guys are good guys there. But just like in the main world, uh, good in the end always triumphs. But in that world, which I've always found fascinating, because if you watch the Batman Brave and the Bold or the Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths, it delves in the that world of Earth 3 because Batman's evil counterpart, Owlman, is like as good as Batman is, Owlman is that evil. But it's but the Red Hood persona in that universe is the uh, that world's Joker's secret identity.
Please.
We'll worry about that later, Doctor.
He wants to kill the guard, you know. He needs to kill the guard.
Needs you on that wall.
Stop! He's done nothing to you!
Zsasz has got my buddy. He's gonna fry him. Do something, please.
Keep him occupied. I need to get behind him.
How many times do you need to?
I've got to get close enough to Zsasz to strike.
He'll see me coming on the ground, so I'll stay up high. These old gargoyles should be able to support my weight if I grapple up to them. Zsasz is down, but not for long. Got to get close.
Someone put this animal back in his cell.
Can you hear me? Is this thing on? Oh, hiya, B-Man. Harley Quinn here. How do you like my new uniform? Pretty hot, huh? Oh, I got something to show you. 1 second, B-Man. Ta-da! I'm now subbing for the old man. Old Sharp has never been happier. In case you ain't figured it out, today is the Joker's big homecoming, and you're the guest of honor.
You have one chance to surrender, Quinn.
Tempting, Beth, but no dice. Now the inmates are running the asylum. Well, technically the Joker's goons shipped in from Blackgate, but you get the idea. Bye-bye for now.
Batman, you picking this up?
Oracle, I'm here.
Yeah, I was never keen on. I never liked that version of Holly's costume. Well, I just didn't like that makeup. But every other costume she had was darn near perfect. But it's funny how we look back on it, because now in this day and age, in the past few years, almost 5 years or so, it just became the norm that Harley Quinn is just broken off with the Joker. She is no longer in an abusive relationship, and that's just a main normalcy for the past like almost 5 years. I think it's a good 5 years when it became like a realization that we can't have, especially I think around the Me Too area, especially around then, they make sure you can't have this character in like a abusive relationship no more. Harley Quinn should not be associated with the Joker and an abusive relationship like that anymore. And then ever since, well, even before then, she's starting to grow out of it, but it's like a hard thing. She is her own woman, and she's a success story almost. She became immediately, thanks to Margot Robbie, more so. I like to credit Margot Robbie more so than anybody else. Even though Tara Strong and Arlene Sorkin did great, phenomenal job voicing this character, is I think a lot is contributed to Margot Robbie, her portrayal as Harley Quinn made sure it's synonymous that she's her own independent woman and she became a main staple and a pillar of the DC universe, right beside Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And it's an incredible feat, given the fact that she wasn't coming from the comics herself. She was created from the Batman animated series. And someone who just started out from a cartoon and just blew up the way she did and evolved the way she did is phenomenal. And she's not my top favorite character, but she's up there. And Harley's an incredible character. I love Harley Quinn. And Arkham Asylum psychiatrist assigned to treat the Joker. You already know the story. And that's another thing. She is dangerously close to falling in the same trap as Batman and Spider-Man, because you harp on the origin story every time she comes on screen. It becomes redundant, because everybody knows how Superman became Superman. He's alien from another planet, crash landed, picked up by a couple from Kansas. Batman parents shot by a mugger. Spider-Man Uncle Ben died. Like, Harley Quinn was looking at the Joker, became the his hench lady.
Arkham Asylum just vanished off the network.
He's in control of the security system. He's probably isolated it from the grid.
That's not all he's done. All police feeds are reporting he's placed bombs all over Gotham. Says he'll detonate them if anyone sets foot on Arkham Island. It's being suppressed at the moment, but the story will break any time now.
He's lying. It's just a diversion to keep people away.
How do you know?
I know him.
The room's locked down. Can't open the gate. We're trapped in here.
Try the radio. Control should be able to shut down the gate.
Harley thinks she has me trapped in this chamber.
Hey, Batman found
She
a way
never
out.
was very bright.
Took the bin off the wall.
I had like a level up.
Batman, I'm patching you into the guard radio feed.
Steve, more Blackgate prisoners. By the boiler. Who's that behind them? Oh my god, it's Joker. He's free! How'd he break out?
Sorry, feed's down. Comms are up and down like crazy. It's not good. I'll keep trying.
Warning. Decontamination room. Toxins detected.
They're trapped in there.
Warning. Decontamination. Area sealed.
What is that stuff?
Joker toxin. Listen, the room is full of poison gas. Anyone caught in there is dead.
Are you gonna get in there and help them, Batman?
I mean, he doesn't have a slide mechanic in this one.
This isn't a simple escape attempt. Joker's been planning that.
The slide mechanic was created in the Arkham City.
Over here, please. Help me.
You're gonna be fine. Stay here.
Batman's here. Just hold on a little longer, Steve.
I can't. I'm gonna fall.
Please. You've got to help Steve. You can't hold on much longer. I'm going after the animal who did this.
Batman! The extraction system! Steve was trying to get to the control panel at the end of the room! I can't believe he left me here! Son of a...
One man behind.
Attention. Air purity is now at normal levels. Attention. Decontamination room access is now permitted.
Woo! Go Batman! You rock! Joker doesn't stand a chance.
Certain items I don't have. So used to the later games having certain things that makes it easy to link certain items so I can come back to it later.
What took you so long?
There's no escape, Joker. I will find you.
Oh, I'm counting on it. Just not yet. He's a big one. Well, that was unexpected, wasn't it? Oh well, note to self, need stronger test subjects. Seeing as how I'm feeling generous, I'll give you this one for free. Knock me off, I dare you. End this. Pull the plug. Stop me once and for all. Oh, you're getting too predictable, Bats. Well, I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a party to organize. I've got guests flying in from all over Arkham. You'll see.
Quick,
in here before more of them come.
The armor upgrade.
Batman, I'm over here! It came out of nowhere. I dragged Jerry in here, powered up the gate. Must have passed out.
Joker went through that door. What's on the other side?
We call it extreme isolation. Only way in is via the transport system.
Open it!
Not a problem. I'll just need to call another cell. Okay. Something's wrong here. The main security loop is locked.
Having a little trouble up there?
Joker.
You were expecting maybe Two-Face?
There's no escape, Joker.
Silly bat! I don't want to escape. I'm having way too much fun. I even have you here to give a smile on my face.
Not for long.
Really? We'll see. Ta-ta! Oh, I forgot to say. Just in case you were planning on following me, I've arranged a little insurance. Gordon is on his way to Harley as we speak.
Officer Bowles.
If I see you trying to follow me, he dies. Harley's looking forward to it. Maybe I'll film it and post it on the internet.
The transport system is down. Best I can do is open the door you came in. Sorry.
I should go back to the holding cells. Bowles wasn't too smart. He'll have left a trail.
Officer Bowles. I mean, it's like his last name Bowles. It was so weird to me. Officer Bowles. Cereal bowl.
Batman, what's happening?
Joker's escaped. He sealed himself off. He's got your father.
Dad.
Don't worry, I'm getting him back.
Okay, I know, but...
Oracle, I'm getting him back. Joker will not win. I won't let him. I'm starting where he was taken. A guard named Frank Bowles attacked him. If I find Frank, I'll find your father.
Bruce, hurry, please.
You know, it's weird how like Barbara and Jim constantly protecting each other. It's like I know understand their father and daughter and their family gotta look out for each other, but man, it's like they're almost like their primary character motivation almost. Frank has been working at Arkham for 8 years. He has twice been suspended for drinking on the job and regularly holds poker events in the guard rooms. Frank is desperate to be top dog at Arkham. He fails to recognize that he is considered untrustworthy and generally disliked. Arrogant belief that he is the best guard in Arkham Asylum, uses sarcasm to cover up insecurities and failures. Violent temper has resulted in many injuries to patients. I'm surprised he's been in a comic at all. Batman Arkham Asylum, summer 2009. Oh, this is the video game. Came out. Wow, 2009?
I bet you're wondering how I did it. Was it a clue the great detective missed? Ouch! Frankie, go way back. I got him out of a spot of bother a few years ago. So when I need security codes or an old man to be clubbed to the ground, I know just the man to ask.
The thing, and a clue that I can scan, but not, at the position in the story to do that yet.
Yeah, he never saw it coming.
He's here!
Oh, you have bats!
Oracle, I'm at the holding cells. I'm setting up a crime scene.
So what's the plan? Isolate something in that room unique to both?
Exactly. Bowles dropped his flask. Sloppy. Let's see what the forensics... I can follow traces of alcohol from Frank's bourbon in the atmosphere. Oracle, I've got a trail.
That's great. You follow it. I'm grabbing every reference to Arkham I can find. Maybe useful later.
Still cool. I miss that.
What's wrong with this thing? Stupid. Unreliable. How did Joker get...
Be quiet.
What's going on?
B-Man. Mr. J doesn't want you following us just yet.
What the hell happened?
How did you like that, B-Man? No way you're following us now. You're trapped down there till me and Mr. J are ready for you.
Gordon was taken up to the surface in the elevator. If I want to follow them, I'll need to do this the old-fashioned way.
Harleen Quinzel?
Call me Harley. Everyone does.
I'm surprised you want to intern here at Arkham.
I've always had a thing for extreme personalities. You can't deny there's an element of glamour to these super criminals.
I'll warn you right now. These are hardcore psychotics. Most would rather kill you than speak to you.
I'm sure I'll be fine, Doctor.
They'll eat you for breakfast. I mean it. One or two of them will enjoy it too. Be careful.
Always did love those interview tapes. Those were classy. Harley Quinn, like the clown.
Arkham Intensive Treatment is under emergency lockdown.
It's gonna be a while before I get any explosive gels.
Warning, multiple security breaches on level A4.
I might not get all the collectibles, but I'll try.
Warning, Arkham Intensive Treatment is at Code Red Alpha. Warning, multiple security breaches on level A6.
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. Through my actions, I have saved this cursed city, though my own curse is to forever remain in the shadows. My story is carved into the very soul of Arkham, and will only be revealed to those dedicated enough to discover it.
Yep, like I said before, you have to read Batman Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on Serious Earth. You can check that. I'm pretty sure you can look it up on like Comixology or readcomics.com, something like that. Or better yet, if you have DC Universe app, you should be able to find that comic on that. It's a really good story. The art is okay, but it's probably not going to be for everybody, but it's a good comic to read. That's where they got this game based off of. Same thing where it got I'm pretty sure all three Batman Nolan trilogies get that inspiration.
This guard always gave him a hard. He's here! You hit like an old man! You're gonna bleed out your face!
Batman, how's it going? Any sign of Dad?
Not yet, but I'm getting close. Harley Quinn tried to slow me down, dropped an elevator on me.
Did it work?
Of course not. I'll get back to you when I reach the end of the trail.
Please! I got a kid! You don't have to...
I don't have to. I just want to. Okay, boss says no one gets past. And if he moves, shoot it.
You got it. Anyone coming this way is dead.
Oracle, Joker's men have taken control of the cell block transfer corridor.
That's not good. I patched it to a guard radio. It sounds like Joker's crew have got their hands on weapons.
I know. I'll calibrate the Cowl's vision mode to isolate armed henchmen. The direct approach is suicide. I need to be smart. Find a different way past them.
So is the Batman coming this way? The dead man won. No problem, boss. The boys are just finishing off. The
The Arkham chumps never stood a chance.
Oh, look who it is! Are your pointy ears burning? I suppose I'd better warn my boys you're on the way. Hey, maybe I won't. It'll be a nice surprise.
I'll upgrade one of each.
Joker here with a quick update on what's new in the asylum. Attention, we have an escaped patient dressed like a bat. Oh, what an idiot. Should be considered costumed and dangerous. Stop him before he gets someone hurt. Really, it's for his own good.
Spread out, fight!
Did you really think it was gonna be that easy, lad? I've sent a few more of my boys your way. Let's see how you deal with these odds.
Joker wants him found. Spread out.
He could be anywhere!
Then keep your eyes open. Now move.
Go to it, boys. Drag that back down with the rest of us, freaks.
Not going back to his cell! Never again!
Patient interview number 1.
So I'm your first, am I, Toots? Well, you know what they say. You never forget your first time. I'll try to make it memorable for you.
Oh, you already have. Tell me, why do you do the things you do?
Why do you think I do it?
Fame? Notoriety? A desire to stand out from the crowd? A wicked sense of humor?
You're good. How did you figure me out, Doc? I've had doctors poking around in here for years, and no one was as astute, and if you don't mind my saying, beautiful as you.
Really? You're just playing with me.
Well, you'll never know, will you? Unless...
Unless what? Tell me.
Don't worry, boys. You can do it. He doesn't stand a chance.
I'm not scared! That's the one! Over here! What happened to you? What are we gonna do now? Shut up and keep looking! Leave him here! Spread out and find the bat!
Don't want to spoil the party, but in case you've forgotten,
taken one of them out.
We got all bases covered. We're good. I know we're good.
Listen, man, I'm reasonably sure there's no truth to the rumor Batman drinks human blood. I don't think so. They were just like family. How could you? I think I'm going to cry.
Ah, I have to wait.
Joker must have figured out how I was tracking Gordon. Officer Bowles' trail stops here.
Yes, it is I, Edward Nigma, the Riddler, and more importantly, your intellectual superior. My genius has allowed me to easily hack into your primitive communications. My goal is simple. You complete a series of amusingly taxing challenges and, well, you'll see. Ready for your first one? Good. But be careful. Don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait. So you did it! Well done! I would have expected a child to work that one out, let alone the world's greatest detective. I, Edward...
Over here!
Like I mentioned before, I might not get all the collectibles, but I'll try. I get enough of them.
Don't get too full of yourself, Dark Knight. It only gets harder from here.
It was a massacre. Bowles came walking in telling everyone to cover the front entrance. Said something about Joker's army coming through the main gate. 2 of my guys moved to the exit, and Frank shot him dead. They never stood a chance.
Was Bowles alone?
Thought he was. Then I saw Harley Quinn. She was surrounded by Black Gate prisoners. They were just killing everyone in the room. I had no choice. I got in here, locked the door. I could see it on the security feed. They had someone with them. It looked like the commissioner.
Bowles is dead. They carried on without him. Must have outlived his usefulness.
Good. He was scum. I'll look after Maria. I promise.
On Bang Maria, he promised. Okay, we are going to end the video right here. We'll be back with more Batman Arkham Asylum pretty soon. You guys have a good night, and I'll see y'all next time.